Welcome to Court Helicopter Explainer, a special edition coming to you from Milimani High Court. Why is it special? On the 4th day of November 2011, myself, Danstan Omari Mugaka, was admitted to the bar. I became an advocate on this day. This is my 14th year of practice as an advocate. This is the bar. If you look behind here, you see the bar. If you look behind, you'll see the bench where the judicial officers and the judges sit. So today we shall be dealing with very pertinent issues of who is an advocate. First of all, let us distinguish the terminology. You have heard people being called lawyers. You have heard people being called advocates. Who is an advocate and who is a lawyer? Let us deal with the definitions of a lawyer. A lawyer is somebody who has done a degree in law from a university. That person is called a lawyer. You will never get lawyers in court. So it is wrong to say a lawyer argued your case. Lawyers don't argue their cases. Lawyers, after they finish from a degree, then they will now follow the next stage to be an advocate. But lawyers can be employed to do work, but they cannot sign documents to go to court or documents for transfer of land. So that is a lawyer. I've defined the basic that a lawyer, after sitting Form 4 exam, will go to the University of Nairobi, will go to Catholic University, will go to Danstan University, will go to Moi University and do a 4-year course. After that, they will graduate with a degree and they'll be called lawyers. And I've said lawyers cannot argue, they cannot represent you. Let us go to the second issue. Then who is an advocate? After a lawyer has graduated from a law school, he will apply to go to the Kenya School of Law. The Kenya School of Law, once somebody has been admitted to the Kenya School of Law for a diploma, he has done a degree, he's now going for a diploma. That person will go to class for 9 months, or in total 1 year at the Kenya School of Law. He will graduate with a diploma from the Kenya School of Law. After undergoing classwork, being taught on the skills of being an advocate, he will now or she will go to an advocate's office for what is called pupilage. Pupilage will take a duration of 6 months. The person who will supervise that student from the Kenya School of Law is called a pupil master. The pupil master can only be a pupil master to a student if the pupil master has practiced law for more than 5 years. So, an advocate who was admitted yesterday cannot take up a pupil and pretend to have that pupil stay in his law firm. After 6 months, if that person finishes the pupilage can be done at an advocate's office. It can be done at the office of the Attorney General. It can be done in judiciary. Judiciary itself can take pupils. And lastly, the office of the ODPP, the prosecution can take pupils for pupilage. After that, then that person now signs and applies to be gazetted to the judiciary and the Law Society of Kenya. His or her name will be published in the Kenya Gazette. They have filed a petition, and within 90 days, the Chief Justice will agree to their petition. Then they will be admitted to the bar. And I've said this is the bar. What is the procedure during admission to the bar? Once a student has complied and has been gazetted, they will appear before a congregation presided over by the Chief Justice. They will take an oath of being advocates. They will then, after that, sign a roll of advocates. The roll of advocates is retained at the registrar of the judiciary. That is where one signs the roll of advocates. That is when you get your admission number, where you are being told now you are an advocate of the High Court. When you are signing the roll and you are being conferred that title, an advocate, you will be an advocate of the High Court, not an advocate of the lower court. What does that mean? You will practice in any court in this country. There are 4 courts. The Supreme Court is the highest court. The Court of Appeal is the second senior-most court. The High Court is the third. And lastly, the Magistrates Court. And under the Magistrates Courts, we have the Qadhi's courts, we have tribunals, and we have any other quasi-judicial body that you will be admitted. So mark my words, only an advocate can practice in court. Only an advocate can draft documents. So I have done this because in Kisii, 3 fake advocates were found, pretending to be advocates, faking themselves to be advocates. They were arrested and taken to court. And when they appeared in court, another fake advocate who appeared in court was also removed. Episode 1, on my day of admission, I'm training you to understand the law of Advocates Act. It is provided for in Chapter 16 of the Laws of the Republic of Kenya. Episode 2, we continue dissecting the law of advocates. Wakili Danstan Omari, on his 14th anniversary after being admitted by Chief Justice, retired Mutunga, to the bar on the 4th of November 2011. Thank you. Tune in for the second episode.